April 23rd, 2017, the day I turned 15 and a half, and the day I could go to the DMV to get my temps. After school I hurried to the DMV to take my test, only to find out that I did not have the right papers to apply. I was distraught that I could not get it that day. As fate would have it, I was not able to take the test for the rest of the week. Finally, on May 3rd, with all my paperwork in order, I was able to go and take the test. I was guided to a room full of computers where I sat down and began going through the questions. Because of all the practice I had done, I flew through the test and only missed a couple questions. I was ready to take on the open road. To my dismay, my mom would not let me drive home, but there was plenty of time for that later. I started out driving by slowly going up and down my road. The feeling of controlling the steering wheel and the throttle felt very strange and abnormal. After a while of going up and down the same road, everything seemed to become second nature to me. It was no longer difficult for me to maneuver the car around the turns and curves on my street, and later advancing to driving down the main roads of Richfield and Bath. Next, I was ready for a greater challenge, driving through Montrose traffic and on the highway. Of course, I had to pick the busiest time of day to make my descent through the epicenter of traffic on a Saturday afternoon. At first, I felt a little nervous while approaching the 5-lane strip. I wasn't used to checking the mirrors and having to make sure there weren't cars in my blind spot before turning or changing lanes. But the more I drove down it, the easier it became until I became completely comfortable behind the wheel. After more practice, it felt smooth to weave my way between the several lanes and traffic lights that the area has to offer. And about a week later, going down the highway over 65 miles per hour started to feel like a piece of cake. At first, learning to drive seemed like it would be a daunting challenge, but through my parents' guidance and some time, it was quite easy to learn how to drive. This theme is also replicated in many of the challenges faced in life. Same techniques hold true. Patience and effort are the key to success. Practice hard and spend a lot of time on something, and you will eventually master whatever you're trying to accomplish.